Afternoon, Ian. Thank you back there in the studio. Well, today the winner goes into the grand final and sits there and waits. The McLarens have already had a week off during because of their finishing top minor premiers. As they turn around, they start to break up now to come into it. So for our viewers, we missed a toss, so we can't tell you at this stage who's going where, but we'll pick them up as they're going. But McLaren Districts are in the dark blue, almost a navy blue, basically a yellow and red on it.
FPA, the name you can trust for all.
Green and gold, the big yellow V. So they're going. We'll pick up which way they are kicking at the moment.
Good afternoon, everyone. And Myponga will be going to the right of screen, and McLaren going to the left of screen. And it should be an interesting game, Trev. McLaren not coming into the final series in great form, are they? Having won, that they had some serious losses to Myponga and Victor, and in their last game, held top spot with a 1 point win over Encounter Bay. So that was their last hit out. Myponga with an impressive win last week against Victor Harbour. So looking at it on paper, I think it was a 47 point win to Myponga the last time these two sides met in round 14. So McLaren will be looking to turn that around as the siren goes.
As they go, we're underway here now. Up they go in the centre bounce, comes back out. Ellis is in under there, can't get out with the ball, turns around. Umpire picks a mark out there, gets in the road. Myponga Sellicks quickly into attack, comes out here onto quickly over here, going around to Ben Kennedy. Kennedy goes off, finds his flying player through there, and Connor Sampson. Connor Sampson goes over to his player, goes onto there.
In Scott.
That was Jaden Scott, and he's put the first score on.
FPA, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FPA Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Actually, probably where the breeze is coming against them that way too, a bit there, Ian.
All right, as we come into the centre again, umpire did go to throw it up and then balked as coming up there for McLaren getting the tap down here, coming through there. Some McLaren player getting a kick out, can't find a teammate. Comes there, Ogilvy with his head over the ball, being pushed along there by McLaren. Trevina grabs it, just gets a kick away in time as they pick it up and was well tackled, and we will have a ball up into the McLaren attacking end of the ground as the ruckmen go up against it, and Whitford winning that one down. And we've got a free kick here that will go to Proud of Myponga, and he will relieve this one here on the halfback flank for Myponga. He looks to go long, shapes to go long, then goes backwards to Trevina, and then Trevina still in that back pocket, well, further in the back pocket, so wasn't a lot gained by that except the 10 seconds that they wasted as he kicks into the man on the mark. And well, now it's deep into attack here for McLaren. So yeah, hard to understand why. Well, if you're going to, normally when you go backwards you go across the ground and open the ground up, but didn't have the players moving that time as the ball's thrown back in. And coming across there was a Myponga player getting the tap down, ball picked up by Kennedy, Sam Kennedy that was, comes out wide here to Spinks. Spinks picks it up on, goes onto the left boot, around looking for Whitford, Justin Whitford that is. But picking it up there for McLaren is Fennerty. Fennerty will go long down here looking for a teammate, but only finds Spinks, who plays on quickly to the middle of the ground looking for Ben Kennedy. He's spoilt. Ellis picks it up and he'll stroll into an open goal. And well, that's what happens when you muck around with the ball in your back line, try and go short across the ground. And the vision not so good there from Myponga. Didn't see the McLaren player, didn't see that his teammate was covered. And, well, easy goal in the end for McLaren.
Certainly is. The FBX scoreboard, 1 goal apiece here at the 3.5 minute mark. Yeah, like you.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Down they come straight around Myponga, go forward up there, lonely at the back, in there is a defensive mark in Goodison. Ashley Goodison goes out, drops the mark out there, and Daniels from McLaren Districts goes over, comes up into Myponga Sellicks. He goes up, Spinks, he turns around, he got the hand away, the umpire indicated it, goes out, it's on this forward flank, gets wrapped up. They're probably going to have to come in here for a ball up, and they'll get a ball up. Far side of the club room's up here, up it goes. Ruckman goes up, Laurie gets it out. Handball misses straight over the back of Myponga Sellicks. Picked up beautifully there in Daniel Marr for McLaren's. Comes out, turns around, gets hung onto out there. McLaren's battling away hard, not going together well. Spinks gets it for Myponga. Goes up, comes out quiet, goes out there and finds his player out there in Levi Proud. Proud goes off, comes inside, spots it up, and he finds his big ruckman out there in Whitford. Whitford goes forward. Up in the centre half forward, over the back, big jump and mark there to Myponga in Jaden Scott. Kicked that last one, he's well outside 50 though, goes in right full forward, goes up, Butcher comes out, and he turns around, he gets up there and grabs them in front of his hands. And we will close our eyes now, folks, because anything can happen here.
Can you put your glasses down on this one, do you think?
Oh, well, put it this way, we watched the AFL last night, and
Harry McKay missed by closer,
they missed by closer. So anything could happen.
We've got a break in play here. I think when Butcher went up for that mark, he's got the knee into the kidney area of the McLaren player, and he's in real trouble there at the top of the goal square.
Yeah, waiting for the trainer to come out.
It looks a bit more than just winded, I think, doesn't it? He's is he getting up? No, he's still struggling to get up. That is Ashley Goodison.
Yeah, I thought it was 38.
One of their big men in defence, and well, you hope there's nothing serious here, because those knees sometimes in the back. I mean, we saw the worst case scenario with Tom Lonigan many years ago, and let's just hope that it is just winded.
Yeah,
and he is able to continue on in the game and. He's getting up.
But probably a good move just to check on him so early.
Yeah.
He's like I said, even if he'd be sore, if he's taken that much out, even the bruising's going to be bad enough, even if it missed the kidneys.
Very ginger walking off here too. It's it doesn't look good for him.
Butcher there lines up for his shot, comes in, drives off, puts this ball up, made the umpire work. He comes back though. Looks for indication. There it is.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthernsecurity.com.au.
He's gingerly walking off. As the ball's back in and thrown back up in the middle here, Laurie goes up, gets a tap down from McLaren. Ellis will run onto that one. No, he's picked it up, but the umpire said you're hanging on to him, and he did pick that one up. Tapped it along, you would say, as it drives it long for McLaren, and we've got a free kick here. Probably for a hold.
Matthew Merritt,
and
I think.
Yep, going to Merritt for McLaren. He'll go back to try and level the scores up once again. And kicking from about, the man on is going to kick from nearly 50. Which as we know, Trev, at the Encounter Bay Oval here, it is a genuine 50, isn't it?
Yep.
It's so we'll take his best kick.
Now the breeze, that breeze that is out there is favouring that end though, Ian, so that will help a bit. Not
crosses 50 and goes high and long, and player on the line there was Hedger for Myponga, and just we didn't need the video review for that one. He got a hand to it just as it crossed the line. Goal umpire in perfect position there, and McLaren go to 1-1, trailing Myponga 2 goals on the FPAG scoreboard.
Certainly do. Myponga bring the ball back in now. Out it comes, up early. Too much from McLaren's. Comes to the ground, sock it off the deck there comes straight out into the hands there. Vanderloo goes out and finds his partner in crime out there in Leon Groves. So Leon Groves lines up. It's going to be a good 45-degree angle, if not more, 35 to 45. It's a bit closer than the last shot, so he'll kick from probably around the 40. As he comes in, drives up, as the angle goes, puts it all up, goes up, swings around. That looks pretty good to me. Umpire comes back, it's good indication. He indicates it's right. So there's the...
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want Sellicks Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with Sellicks Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with Sellicks Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. SellecksFluorio.com.au.
At this point in time, McLaren with a thin 1-point lead as the ball back in the centre now. Laurie and Whitford go up against each other, comes down, Lang overruns it, comes out here to the McLaren player in Bollenhagen. Bollenhagen goes long down forward, teammates can't pick it up, player picks it up. Did he have a prior opportunity there? Umpire says no, and we've got a free kick for a trip here to Myponga in the back line here of the Encounter Bay Oval. Not sure what to do with that one. Goes underground, but only as far as Mar for McLaren, and Mar marks in front of the Encounter Bay Football Club logo right on the centre wing. He'll go long down there looking for Merritt, but coming across, taking a good mark for Myponga is Sam Kennedy. And Sam Kennedy controlled the area last week against Victor Harbour very well, starting to do the same again this week, and looks for his brother out there in Ben. He's well spoilt, and picking it up now, gets a handball across to Lang. Lang breaks one tackle, handballs it out but finds to nobody, comes across to Bollenhagen again. He goes in looking for Merritt, but he's got 2 against him, and ball well spoilt, comes down here to Merritt, picks that one up, and didn't go very far, but it was an opposition kick, and you always tend to pay those as an umpire. And he comes out wide here looking for Trevina. Trevina goes down the wing now looking for Whitford, can't find him. Picking it up there was Chalmers. It comes across to Sampson. Back here to, Myponga player there was well tackled and pushed off the kick, and now coming in to take the kick from out of bounds on the full was as Moyle. Moyle goes across the ground here and finds Smith. Smith goes wide again looking for Bollenhagen. Bollenhagen will wheel back onto his left boot, goes back into the middle and finds a teammate there in Billy Charler. Charler here will go out wide. Not sure who he's looking for there, but he's found him, and it's a good mark there. That's Leon Groves. He's already got one on the board. As Clarkey and Daniel Marr have a few words with each other and exchange a couple of pushes to the chest, but not too much in that one. As Groves will go back and line up for his second goal, and going on his first kick, he should nail this one and give Myponga a 7-point lead. Halfway through this first goal,
there's a curse.
We put the mockers on in then, Trevor.
Oh dear. Perhaps we should keep quiet as commentators. We're spoiling a good game. So the FBA scoreboard 2-2 to McLaren Districts, 2 goals to Myponga Sellicks. They bring the ball back in, find their player here on the centre half back position, comes out the wing up and got the sit on that one beautifully. It was Vanderloo. Joel Vanderloo goes in, finds his player again, and that one goes around quickly over there to Max Gill. Maxgill goes off. Up they go. Come out the back. Ellis is getting into it. Ellis runs in and says goodbye, bang, and lays a player down. Lost the ball and is through for a quick point there to rush to McLaren Districts. They go to 2 goals 3-15. Myponga Sellicks 2 straight goals on the FPA scoreboard.
And Hedger brings this one back in for Myponga. He goes long towards the light tower of the Encounter Bay Oval, picked up by Kelly. He's well tackled. And the umpire says he's holding the ball. Didn't get a clear disposal out of that one. And McLaren player here will go back. He's too far out to score. Comes across here to a teammate and just find him in Moyle. Moyle probably still too far out to score. He's a man on the marks outside 50, but he plays on, goes across here to Green. Green will go wide, high, wide and handsome and misses everything, and we'll have a Myponga free kick. And this is looks like Sam Kennedy will take it here for Myponga. And the ball sort of, Myponga, apart from those couple of goals they've got, the ball's lived at the McLaren end so far, hasn't it, Trev?
Yep, certainly has. As I said, it's a slight breeze, very overcast here, cold. It's a bit better in the morning, but it's certainly clouded up now. Out it goes wide, goes right at the back out there. McLaren's can't quite get to it, comes back down. Getting into it there was Stuart Green. Can't get away with it. The umpire has to come in for a throw-up. Right in that forward flank, clubroom side though. Like I said, McLaren's going to left of screen or towards the Victor Township end. Up it goes, comes back down, out they go. Gets wrapped up, thrown to the ground. Ball comes out loose, the umpire says play on. Good call, goes out now, right up to the wing, goes up, spoiled from behind by McLaren's. Comes all out, picked up quickly around there was Groves. He goes out, goes straight up to Ellis. Ellis gets the ball, he drives this ball up, hangs it all out. He's got himself 2 low there and it goes through for a minor score. So they are peppering the goals but can't make any inroads. So the FBA scoreboard 2 goals 4 to McLaren Districts, to Myponga Sellicks 2 goals straight, 12 points.
As Hedger will bring it in again, leading possession winner on the ground with all these kickouts so far. He comes down the middle and finds Spinks, and Spinks will go back and he'll go short and wide, looking for Ben Kennedy, finds him this time. Kennedy will wheel around onto the left boot, goes out wide looking for Sampson in front of the Encounter Bay Social Club over there. Sampson will go down long now, looking for Kelly. He's well sport. Comes to Gilbert. He gets a quick kick out. Comes to Kelly again. This time it's Ben Kennedy. Wormburner on the right boot. Finds a teammate. He picks it up in Whitford. And, well, no prior opportunity there. Umpire lets it spill out and picked up here for McLaren. And Fennerty will go out wide looking for Merritt. He'll find him on centre wing. Merritt will look to play on here, but he needs players to run for him as everyone's sort of pushed back then. But comes out wide now and finds Groves. Groves will go further wide and he will find for Tom Fennerty for McLaren. He goes down now and, well, dropped the mark there. Umpire paid that one. And, well, should have been a quick call play on there. I'm not sure why he didn't call play on there.
He tried to play on then, but the umpire said, no, I've given you a free kick. I'm not going to give you an advantage.
Generally now, when that happens, Trev, it's in the rule book that you just call play on if it's clear, and that should have been called play on, that one.
Yeah, I think he knew he made a mistake and thought, well, I better not give it to him. So but it looks like it might be a blood rule here or something, because the umpire behind play is given a blood rule and the player will go off. And as per usual, they don't know what's going on the interchange and they get slow to get up but let the player come back on. It's immediate swap over when that happens, but they still manage to mess it up. Get the game going quickly is the idea.
And this is Redigolo will go back and have a shot for goal here, and well, important kick this one, isn't it?
Certainly is, and a lucky one too.
A very lucky one. Unless there was something downfield that we didn't see. Anyway, he hasn't made the most of it, and McLaren will get their 5th point on the board. They go to 2 goal 5. Myponga still stuck on 2 goals, so a 5-point lead here at the 18-minute mark of the first quarter of the second semi-final.
Certainly is. Myponga Sellicks with the ball, bringing it back in. Hedger.
Have a 50-metre penalty.
Yeah, didn't pick out what it was for, but it comes right out onto there. So there's an advantage to Myponga Sellicks. the 18-minute mark here. He goes out wide, goes out and backwards to a degree. Finds his player, goes out, gets Clark. Clark handballs over, finds his player out there in Chalmers. Chalmers goes off, finds his player out there in Lang. Lang goes over, handball goes back for Myponga, puts him into trouble though, goes back over there, dives on top of the ball, and he turns around. The umpire will come in for umpire marks for a throw up here on the wing here on the opposite side of the club rooms. Up they go. Laurie can't get up to it. Comes out over the back. Picked up by Proud. Proud goes up. Handballs out quickly out to the Kempster. Kempster goes out and Myponga go out and they find Ogilvie. Ogilvie with the ball. Handballs off to his player running past. That one goes out through there into there. Goes up and finds his player out there in Kempster. So they're controlling the ball at the moment. Only going short though. He gets told to play on. Goes right the centre half forward there now. Fist from behind comes out defensively, goes off. Myponga picks it all up, goes off, doesn't know where to go, bounces, goes off, right in at centre half forward, goes up two. Myponga players spotted each other, turned around, one of them had it and he ripped it out of his hands of his teammate. That was poor understanding. McLaren's hold it up there at centre half forward for a ball up. So up they go now. Comes back out, turns around. Myponga Sellicks gets this ball, drives it over, goes up straight to the defensive marks there, out there to McLaren's, and that one there would be, I'd say, would be Max Gill. Gill goes out, goes off. Myponga out in the back flank though, forward flank for them, goes off, goes in. Good spoil from McLaren's over there. He wraps the Myponga player up there and into there and gets the ball up once again. Still at centre half forward, so they're in there of attacking 50. Up it goes. Myponga misses a handball coming out. Goes out the back. McLaren's are fighting each other a bit here. Comes over to Spinks. Spinks gets it from Myponga. Drives this ball back in. Up they go. And there it is. And there's the ruckman there in Laurie. So for McLaren's, Sam Laurie goes off, finds his player back there.
Zohar.
Yeah, we haven't seen him for a while. He must have been away and come back, so Zohar has got the ball back. He goes off, finds his player, goes out there, comes out here to Gill. Moyle. Alex Moyle got it now. He drives off, puts up the centre, goes up over the back, can't quite get it as Billy Charler. Goes off, finds his running player in Fennerty. Fennerty goes out wide, goes over, makes his player stretch on that one, and Cody Ellison takes the mark.
Good transition that time from McLaren.
Yeah, they brought it up the centre. They were starting to battle a couple of players together, so sort of the understanding's not quite onto there. Whether that's the week off or what, I don't know. The ambulance is coming here with the lights going. We hope it's not for the Myponga player. We'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, well, I was just looking over on the bench there, Trev, and he hasn't reappeared from the room. So
yeah.
Let's hope that Ashley Goodison is all good.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
So perhaps that point where that 50 metre was given wasn't allowed as a point. We'll have to check that one when the scores get a quarter time. But in the centre it goes, comes back up, ball goes back down, turns around, wrapped up, ripped out through there, been Lang from Myponga, gets the ball out, goes up there, defensive mark goes straight out through to there in Smith. Smith for McLaren's goes forward, finds his player out there in Max Gill. Max Gill on the forward flank, clubbering side, drives this ball right up in the forward pocket, up and down, comes in the ball again is Cody Ellison. Ellison kicked the last one, so he lines up now for his second. Tight angle, he's walked outside the 50 metre arc there, but he's closer to the boundary line this time than last time. Will take a good kick. If anything, the breeze will sort of slightly come across and just slightly push that to his right side. So in he comes, puts this ball straight up, goes up. Umpire's not moving much, that's a good sign. Comes back in there, There's the sign. He calls the goal.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
Hold up,
But
so.
it did look bad. It did look pretty ginger the way he did go off the field. So fingers crossed that everything is okay with Ashley Goodison. As the ball back in here now, we've gone nearly 24 minutes of the first quarter of this one, and McLaren jump out to a handy lead. Coming here across with Chalmers, gets the ball across to Kennedy. He gets a little high up and under, comes back here again to Whitford, comes across to Chalmers again. Leading out there was Butcher, can't win that one, and Green will kick it and find Laurie on centre wing. Laurie taking his time here towards the end of this first quarter, comes down, goes long down there trying to find Ellison, taking a couple of strong marks, picks it up, handballs across, but only as far as Lang for Myponga. Lang will go back, not sure what to do with this one, and will eventually go out wide here looking for Sam Kennedy up in front, but McLaren player gets his hand on the ball, but comes to Ben Kennedy. He gets a left boot into it. Proud will run onto this for Myponga, and he'll go short, and John Butcher all on his own there, 15 metres out on a shouldn't be too much of an angle, and he's going to go and try and snap this one around the corner, Trev.
Well,
this will be interesting.
He can't kick straight, so
yeah.
his straight kicks a banana or a bender. So here he goes, drives off,
and he hasn't made the distance. Oh no, that is an absolute Barry Crocker, isn't it, Trev?
Oh, tell you what. Butcher by name, Butcher by kicking, so comes back out, comes straight through there, so that's a let off there too. McLaren Districts goes to Redagolo. Redagolo now with the ball on that back pocket, clubroom side. Big crowd of Myponga supporters up there on that hill. Up they go, up and down. Whitford couldn't get it out there for Myponga, and it'll go through there. It'll be a free kick here to Kennedy. So Ben Kennedy with the ball for Myponga. Now he gets called on, play on. McLaren's trying to shut it down, goes out, up there, Butcher goes out, pushes in the back, be a free kick to McLaren. Played enough football, you know you can't put your hands in the back, and then he's going to get a 25 for dissension. So, short 25, I can say that too. So, anyhow, so here they go. Comes around here, straight around here to Kiefer Zohar. He goes off, finds his player. He goes off now, comes in the centre, and he finds his player there in Vanderloor. Vanderloor's got his player out, right out by the clubrooms, goes over and finds it, and that one there is Moyle. Alex Moyle for McLaren's. They're still on the back flank, so they haven't progressed it out from full back very much at all, only 50 metres. Out he goes wide, finds his big player out there coming in now, that's Green I reckon. Goes over the head of his player though, that's bad, picked up there, handball out there by Myponga, comes straight out there to his player, goes up, centre half forward, up they down, and that's a good body work there by Zohar Kiefer. He goes over, finds his player out wide again, and Jamie Smith. Smith goes out, finds his player out wider. I reckon that's Redagolo. So McLaren's controlling this game a bit now, just steadying it down. Going up, they go straight up on the, goes out in the full, so it's a free kick back to Myponga. Comes back around, he's pointing, he wants to go on, goes up, drives this ball up high and strong, up and down, up they go. Thump comes out straight away, picked up there by McLaren's, handball comes back over to Moyle again. Moyle just gets going onto it, pushes forward, goes out, comes out into it, can't get through it, and Myponga gets it and repels it and goes back again. Up they go, in front, over the back goes, knocked out of there, hits the ground, comes straight out, Myponga, get the ball up, snap it forward, drops an easy chest mark at centre half forward, goes over quickly there to Dyack comes out there, it turns around and picked up there by McLaren's defend out there, and they find his player in Groves. Groves goes forward, finds his player out further ahead, that's Billy Charler. Billy Charler's quietening down. McLaren's haven't got it, now he drives it off to the top centre half forward, up and down it goes, can't get the ball quickly into there, which was Merritt. He goes off, pushes it forward, goes off, he's got tackled, almost goes for it, goes around, quickly picked up there by McLaren, goes off there, but defending there is Myponga Sellicks in the back line. Right at full forward, turn around, we've got 28.5 minutes, we've got some time on because
Sam Kennedy.
the ball goes off straight over, intercepted there by McLaren's, turns around, gets away with it. Clark's trying to get it, there was a deliberate kick.
Yeah,
So
I think he tried
around.
to kick that one,
He
correct
did.
call there.
He had possession of the ball in his hand when he dropped it on the boot, and that's a good decision. So Clark from Myponga gets the ball, drives it up, comes up the back flank, up and down, spoilt by his own man there. That one goes over the boundary line on the forward flank. On the scoreboard side here for a throw-in. Still in the McLaren Districts forward line though. As I said, we will have extra time because of the player. Well, I attended to him and then he slowly walked off. So in he goes. Up they go. Over the back it goes. Finishes up out there. Comes straight out through there to Levi Proud. He goes off. He gets wrapped up. Ball goes down. Gets thrown out wide. Back out to Proud. Proud goes back again. Turns
It's a
around.
siren.
As a siren goes there at quarter time, we have on the scoreboard, we have McLaren Districts on 4-4 and to Myponga Sellicks on 2-1. That's the 28-13 points as we'll wait for the umpires to confer onto this. So this is 90.1 Happy FM Great Southern Footy, match of the round on air and YouTube.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialist in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday, 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and it's open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Featuring Ian Curran. Back now to Ian Curran, rather. Back now to Trevor Pryor.
Certainly is. We've got another episode of the current affairs, haven't we, there at half time?
Exactly.
So, yeah, got one for there, Ian, coming up with that one. They're pretty good. The goal umpires have conferred that the scoreboard was incorrect, that we thought it was. So the quarter time here is McLaren's 4-5, Myponga 2-1. They said the ambulance is over there, so they will be taking their time with that player, and that was off into there. So goal kickers for this score so far for Myponga Sellicks, we have John Butcher and Jaden Scott with 1 apiece, and for McLaren Districts, Cody Ellison with 2, 1 to Leon Groves and Brett Ellis. So that's the one to go there. They are still in the hubble here. So it goes. Previous scores this morning. Been a couple of good games around here, tight going on. The Junior Colts first up in the morning here, finished up with McLaren Districts 7-7. Comfortable winners over Strathalbyn 3-2. Followed by the Senior Colts. Encounter Bay got up in a real thriller, and it was a tight game all day for the whole 4 quarters. Encounter Bay 4-8, Myponga Sellicks 4-7, so a 1-point win there to the Encounter Bay side. And in the reserves, that was also tight all the way going through until late. Wollonga just managed to sneak away. So in the reserves, Myponga Sellicks 6-6 to Wollonga 7-8. So they have finished up with a 1-2 win there. So they've been tight games, and of course that means for the listeners and the viewers that going straight into the grand final in a fortnight's time at the Wollonga Oval so far is McLaren Districts in the Junior Colts, Encounter Bay in the Senior Colts, and Wollonga in the reserves. They start to break up here, and we'll wait to see who from these two sides will go through with a week break going into their air. Tomorrow we go back down to the Goolwa Oval. We get out there for basically, I call them elimination because it's goodbye to the loser out there tomorrow, and the winner will go through to play in the prelim on the Saturday, which will be the following one, which will be up at Mount Compass. So should be some nice weather coming through the week, so it should top up the Mount Compass Oval pretty good up there. So they would have copped a fair bit of this rain, I'd say, through there. Myponga and normally Mount Compass get a lot of rain when they come through. It's always up through the hills through there, so it's probably lucky that they didn't play there today.
But I was at Mount Compass 3 times during the year, Trev, to umpire. And every time I got drenched.
Oh, well.
And the oval, well, it's not the Mount Compass Football Club's fault, but that oval just copped a hammering this year.
Yeah.
Let's hope that a couple of dry weeks and it'll be in pristine conditions. Had plenty of water.
Yeah.
So get the roller out there, get a bit of Nifty's topsoil on it, and
the Victor game, they actually had the roller out on it, and we still had the really soft spots. So, but the weather forecast looked like it's going to fine all the way up. It looks very overcast here, but I don't think there's much in this at all. So we'll go. The umpire sets himself ready for play here as we get underway. Up they go, comes back out there. Whitford gets it, goes over. Ellis can't get it, throws it up and down in the air. Quickly comes out through to Billy Charler, goes back to Ellis. He can't get to it, and it comes out and still going off. Quickly handballed out, goes out to the McLaren players, tossed a few around there in the pack, goes up to their forward flank, goes out wide. Clark comes over the top, goes around there to Kennedy. Kennedy gets the ball, kicks it short, finds the player, handball on quickly, goes off there, goes up there, and he finds his player quickly there, and Lang goes back, swings around, plays on now, goes out, up to the forward pocket, up and down. Oh, couldn't grab it out there. And they turn around, McLaren player, he gets wrapped up, and it'll be a ball up there in Hopkins.
I know we got a free kick.
Oh, yep, so Kane Hopkins with the ball for the free kick, goes out wide, finds his player out on the back flank clubroom side. Comes in short again, he finds his player closer in there, and that's Redigolo. So Redigolo still inside the 50, goes back, he goes across now, goes right back, goes out, finds his player though, and he plays on quickly. That starts to break it, goes open, player comes out, goes over, he finishes up now, goes out to Moyle. Moyle gets it, you can see the difference if you move it quickly because you start to get a few holes. Myponga fell around, getting back and being held up. Out he goes, comes back out to Moyle again. Moyle's on the back flank now, so they're outside the 50. He goes off, comes over the top, calls out there and finds the chest of Max Gill. Gill comes off the side of his boots, and he just finds his player there in Jackson Daniels. So they're up on the wing now, controlled play, used the ball, made sure they hit targets, which is the secret. Now he drives up the forward flank, up they go, up front's Myponga in Whitford, and he takes the easy mark in defence. Goes out, goes in the centre, finds his player out who drops it. That one there was a proud, which is unusual. Goes over, quickly picked up to Charler. Charler goes out, gets Redigolo got head high, ducked it. But boy, oh boy.
Good call there from the umpire, I think. He looked at the player coming, put his head down, and, well, the player really had no choice, but it was an attempt to tackle. He didn't try and bump, So I think it was a good call.
Goes over Ogilvy. Ogilvy gets the ball now. Goes up on the forward flank. Over the back it goes. Off the boot of McLaren's. Goes out. Comes out through there. Quickly out there. Spinks. Spinks goes off. Drives this ball up in the forward pocket. Nobody out there. And it'll go all just about McLaren player. Tried to get over it there. Couldn't get a hand onto it. And it goes over. And that was Kiefer Zohar. And she goes over the boundary line. Forward pocket for a boundary throw in. Least Myponga Sellicks end at this moment. That is slightly favoured there by a breeze. Up they go. Ruckman goes up. Butcher can't get it out. Tackle comes through underneath the armpits.
Free kick. We've got a free kick here to Myponga.
Turn around.
Holding the umpire called.
Yeah, well, I didn't think he held him. I thought he just bumped him under his armpit and put him down and then chased the ball. But yeah, so must have deemed that he put an arm around as he went, but it didn't appear to be it. But they've got the kick, so it rolls up. So who's this? Spinks, is it? Or what?
Yeah, it's Jake Spinks.
Jake, yeah, I thought it was 12.
4 goals last week. Hadn't hit the scoreboard yet today.
As he comes in. Angle, 45 degree, puts it all up.
Looks
Umpire's
good.
not moving. That's always a good sign. Comes back to centre, wait for the signal. He indicates, yes it is, so Jake's...
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and it's open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Well, back in the middle here and running onto this one's Chalmers to Proud. Gets it back to Chalmers. He gets a little grub around the corner, but only as far as the big ruckman in Laurie for McLaren. He'll go out wide here looking and finding Moyle. And Moyle will come back here looking for Ellis. Ellis will run onto this one pretty easily in front of Ogilvy. Ellis will now go forward finding Gill, and he's causing a few problems up there. A little bit quick probably for Trevina. And goes in looking for Merritt. Merritt copped a finger in the eye.
It's all right, straight over the back.
And finds, running onto that one there for McLaren was McKay. And, well, that would have been pretty hard to pick up.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Yes, so the ball was kicked right through and they're waiting for this. The kids don't want to give it up. They went over the back and did the right thing. So.
And Trevor, an interesting out for Myponga today is Harrison Cock, one of their premier midfielders and one of their best players last week. Interesting story behind that one, I believe.
Oh, certainly is. I got told last week that his wife's booked an overseas holiday thinking that they wouldn't make the finals. So it's probably just as well she's out of the country. But yeah, one of those things that happen. But yeah, didn't think, and of course they've off and they've gone. Up in the centre it goes, comes back out, quickly there, and Daniel Marr, there it was
Chalmers.
Chalmers. Chalmers goes out, McLaren's there, recover it though. They go on the back flank out here through there in Kane Hopkins, goes off there but is intercepted there by Myponga. He comes in and finds Kennedy. Kennedy always plays on quickly, but he kicks low. That one's spun around the bottom of the ground there and goes off. That one was high and turns around, goes out. Out it goes over, comes straight over.
Oh, he's paid a throw.
Oh, yeah, he has too. So,
umpire, he was in perfect position there, so you would certainly have to say that that one would be correct. He was looking right at the player with the ball. Doesn't appear to be too much arguing going on there with the McLaren players. Not that it would do you any good if you did.
No,
it's still not going to change his mind.
No, not much sense going on to it. So now Lang comes in, drives this ball up. He got up under that one. The umpire's same thing. He's not moving. Comes back, indicates the goal. So there's two.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Managing to just stay in touch at this point of the game, but still a long way to go as the ball's back in the middle now. Whitford gets that one down. Picking it up there is Kennedy. He's well tackled from Ellis, and Ma picks it up, gets the ball down, can't find anyone. On the bottom of the pack there's Chalmers trying to get it out. It comes to Gilbert for Myponga. He goes down looking for Kelly. He's in front but well spoilt. And coming out there is Kennedy, picked up there by Kelly. He goes across to Kane Spinks. He'll go down looking for Whitford. Just gets a hand on the ball before it goes over the line to stop that free kick.
Just notice in the back lines there too, Ian, that the stretcher is being wheeled out to the ambulance now.
Yeah,
so
fingers
just about
crossed
to put him in.
Fingers crossed that for Ashley Goodison, it was a hefty knee in the back there. All in a marking contest, so nothing malicious in it. But they can sometimes have the worst results, those type of incidents. And as the ball goes to a contest and over the boundary line and out of bounds in front of that brand spanking new Encounter Bay club rooms there, Trev. And that's a
beautifully painted.
Great
I must
facility
admit,
now.
The person that did that is magnificent. Too bad he's retired.
As the ball comes to the lower, no ruckman can get a tap down there. Ball picked up by Gilbert. He's well tackled, and we will have a ball up. Yeah, you can't see too many missed spots from over here. But
like I said before,
I'll get the microscope out when we get closer. As the ball comes down there to Kelly, taps it across to Diak. Oh, he's tackled and thrown to the ground, and umpire says, yep, that was a dangerous tackle after he got rid of the ball. And we have a downfield free kick here to Myponga, and that one will be taken by Spinks. And it looks like, I think it's Kane Spinks. He handles across to Kennedy, Sam Kennedy that is. He goes high and long down there looking for Butcher. Butcher 4 deep, can't take the mark. Comes and look down to Ellis. My McLaren player picked it up, and he was well tackled there, and that was Ma, and the tackler was Diak for Myponga, and a beautiful attack on the ball. As the ball, no one can get a tap down here. Butcher ran past the ball, comes out there to McKay. I think that was from McLaren. McLaren player overruns the ball, and the boundary umpire says that one wasn't touched. And Spinks picks it up quickly, goes in. Sam Kennedy gets up high, but comes down to Moyle. Moyle can't find a teammate. Picked up by Lang. He's well tackled. Ball on getting thrown around here, and was that a handball, or was it just out of the pack?
Loose ball on the tackle.
And we have, there's a couple of players going at it off the ball. Lang and not sure the McLaren player there, but a bit of a smile and a bit of a grin from each of them. As the ball comes down here to Vanderloo, he can't get a handball out. He tackles the Myponga ruckman in Whitford, and umpire Marks will come in and throw this one up. Gets on with it quickly. And Whitford gets a hand to it, but Vanderloo over the top gets it down. Good tackle there from Ma. Did well not to slam the player into the ground. Spinks squeezes a kick out. Comes down here, overrunning it was the players there running out. As McLaren player picks it up there in green by the looks, and it's not green, but
Hopkins.
Kane. And we have another ball up. Still in that forward pocket for Myponga. Ellis tries to break away from the tap. Pick the ball up, and umpire says, you took a few steps. You tried to kick it. You dropped the ball. Didn't swing your boot at it. And Cooper Gilbert will go back and, plays on to Kennedy. Sam Kennedy, that is. He plays on and sets sail for goal, and that is a beautiful kick. And that one...
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
This is only just out there, it's not a gale, so yeah, it's just struggling onto the right of screen. Up in the centre it goes, comes out through where Whitford goes out there, comes around to Ellis. Ellis breaks off, slips over in the centre there, goes off, I guess it's straight off to Daniel Marr. Goes up on the forward flank out there now. Pushed onto, hanging around onto there, goes over as Myponga picks it all up and goes out through there in Cane Spinks. Cane Spinks goes out, goes over, picked up there quickly. Myponga now doesn't know where to go, signs back in. McLaren's let him get away with it. Off they come straight over to Kennedy. Kennedy goes off, plays off, looks for his leading player, comes out into there, can't get to it. Butcher goes up.
No, chopping the arms.
So it goes over, so we're going out there. It'll be a free kick to Justin Whitford. Directly in front, centre R4, and the umpire said that, yes, he got over his shoulder part there and chopped his arms down.
You see the class of Kennedy there when he makes the player come at him, doesn't he? And he lobs it there for him to run onto the ball. Not many players can do that. And
yeah, and as I said, but players never learn it because that's exactly where you want that ball, running into it. So he goes up, goes to umpire tight, misses that one. That's a bad miss out through there. That's a minor score to Myponga Sellicks. They go to 5 goals 2 on the FPA scoreboard to 5 goals 5 McLaren's, and the scoreboard has just put it up on the wrong team.
As coming out, Moyle comes out and kicks that one from full back, but Kennedy got in the way and got pushed in the back, and he'll come up with a free kick here and drive it back in long for Myponga in there in the Butcher direction. Coming across with a mark, with a one-handed mark. He's found his brother instead, and well, the two Kennedys are starting to rip this game apart, Trev.
Yep, and you would expect it though, wouldn't you?
They're certainly class players.
Class players they've got. You'd expect that, or hope, that come finals that they really start to stand up.
Kennedy will come in for his second goal in a couple of minutes and makes no mistake, goes straight through the middle. And for the
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
Leaves the ground now.
I think I could double my money if we got paid to do the scoreboard duties, because very rarely do we pick it wrong. So back in the centre, umpire David Marks throws it all up, goes back up, picked up there by Myponga. They go out, coming running through is Ogilvie. Ogilvie for Myponga goes right up the forward, comes right out. McLaren's got the run on it, turns around, he'll get caught up, got it away quickly. Another handball comes out. Now they're under pressure, picked up through there, turn around, handball went, and that would have been just about gone for holding the ball. Oh! That is stupid. 25 metres, should just about give him 5 minutes for that, I would say. That was absolutely stupid by Dyack. Comes in, got the free against him, and he gave a complete forearm, the open arm smash right to the chin. So anyway, gets out of it with a 25. Up they go, back flank, goes over there. Ellis gets a hand to it. She goes over on the wing on the scoreboard side for a boundary throw in.
And I noticed, Trev, that Trevina's been put forward. Max Gill was causing him too many problems down back, and he's been put forward. So they've made a move there, Myponga.
Yeah, get a bit of height in the background to it. Off they go, quickly comes out there, goes around the Kennedy. Kennedy gets caught, probably should have gone, but he turns around, he manages to roll it up, and it'll be a central umpire's ball up here on the true wing position here on the scoreboard side. Up they go, Ruckman goes up, Whitford gets it out, straight over to the hands there of Kelly. Kelly goes out, there's a tackle, almost a legging to Trevina, goes out, Ellis gets it, he gets a fist out to it. What's the umpire got here now? Getting one to...
So free kick to Ellis.
Myponga Sellicks have got certainly doing some work on Brett Ellis. They know what sort of a player he can be. So he just runs all day, gets it up, nuggety player. Up they go and down they go. Good grab there, through there into Myponga Sellicks. Goes off, goes back, they come back into Ogilvy. Ogilvy goes out wider, he finds Clark. Clark bounces one, runs all off, kicks it all out wide to the wing on the clubroom side and finds his player there in Lang. Dylan Lang comes out, goes off into the front, up and down. Spinks can't get to it, turns around, goes out on there, goes out there. McLaren's overran it, turns around, gets it, he gets up and down and gets taken over the boundary line, I reckon, for a boundary throw in right in front of the clubrooms there. True wing position on the clubroom side. Up she goes. Over the back, Laurie gasses down. Probably should have flicked it out over the boss lane. Coming out through there. Oh, slams him around. Should be a free kick to, yes, yeah, swung him around. If you swing him at those angles instead of just tackling him down, it will be paid. So this comes out to Tom Fennerty. Fennerty quickly plays off, finds his player in there in Tarek Redigolo. Redigolo looks forward, he comes out wide. Oh, that was sitting up on for that player and he got one high. Advantage played, goes off, up into there. Myponga though, got defensive line set up, goes over, picks us up there in Sampson, Connor Sampson. Goes all up and that's a free kick. Can't do that. Trevina tunnelled under him, got his legs out and just kept running underneath him because he come from behind and took his legs out and there's a free kick to McLaren's on the back flank. Out here on the scoreboard side, we've got 18.5 minutes gone. He goes out wide, goes up and finds his player out there, and that one there is Jamie Smith. So Jamie Smith, McLaren's now looking to try and get something moving. Nothing really opening up for him. Drives this back, ball up they go. Whitford's got the drop of it, can't get through to Myponga. Ellis comes out into it, goes out, goes over, taps up the middle and gets wrapped up here, and on the centre square here on the wing side will be another ball up. Up she goes. Going out, Laurie gets it, comes out to Proud. Proud can't get away with it. He gets wrapped up. So on the FBAG scoreboard we have 5-5 to McLaren. Myponga Sellicks 6-2 at the nearly 20-minute mark, Ian.
As ball sort of bobbling around here in the middle of the ground at the moment. Laurie gets a tap down, but only as far as Kempster. He handballs over the top. Redigolo picks that one up, and he got tackled high and come up with a free kick here out on centre wing. He goes short here, and we'll find his teammate in Groves. Groves was going to play on. He should be called now. He's gone around the mark. He's called now. And almost gave away a downfield there, but not quite. Ellison gets the ball off the top of the pack. His kick is smothered. Lang goes straight through. He gets no handball out there.
I thought he got a fist to it.
It's an interesting one. The umpire, he had his back to the umpire then, so that's an interesting call, Trev. I would like to... So we'll have a perfect view from that one on the replay.
He must have thought...
Too late now, though, because the decision's been made.
He must have thought it just come up off the hand.
I reckon. I tend to agree with the umpire. I don't reckon he got a hand to it. Yeah. You do, but we'll have a look.
Like I said, I think he probably think the bottom hand lifted it up and then he hit it. So
yeah. Anyway, going back here is Tom Fennerty. Directly in front, 25 metres out.
Terrible miss.
Misses that one to the right. And, that was a chance for McLaren to regain the lead in this one.
5-6 they are on the FBA scoreboard to 6-2. So that wraps it up. No, it doesn't.
2 points.
2 points. So, with the ball, Myponga now to bring it back in. 21 minutes starting to go. We'll get around into here. Be Hedger. Hedger gets the ball, goes out, finds his player on the back flank still. Taking his time, got nowhere to go as it comes around as Kane Spinks. Spinks drives this ball up towards the true wing, up they down, and nearly a second grab into it. Comes back out, goes over there, bang, big shove in the back there to McLaren's, and they turn around. I think Ellis gets it for the same thing. Turn around, up, you're going back to the original one that we saw in the back. So it was an advantage, goes back there. Ellis doesn't get it. It goes back to the player we saw earlier, which was Tom Fennerty. Fennerty goes out. He finds his player still on that forward flank there, clubroom side. Goes back, he's looking inside, comes back out. He finds back to Fennerty. Fennerty goes out, hits the player. That's a bad kick, goes over to Charla. Charla goes back, uses the body to come up. And that's another poor kick, goes up. Straight in the hands there of Myponga. They go around, he gets wrapped up, goes taken down on the back flank. It'll be a ball up by the central umpire. Over there on that, still on that far wing flank there, goes up. Ellis smashes it forward again, comes out through there, goes up there, turns around, goes arm across the face there. They turned around, couldn't pick it, as Todd McKay gets up and gives it back to the umpire. Still in that forward pocket, up they go, pushed out there by Myponga Sellicks. Comes back out. McLarens don't want this one out the back because it's all Myponga which it gets out to. Goes around to Kennedy. Kennedy goes out, comes over, picks up the Spinks. Spinks goes out to Proud. Proud goes back over his player. Series of handballs to there, goes back to goes right up there now into Butcher, can't get to it. Picked it up here by McLaren. He runs out, uses his player off inside of him, turns around, goes off, goes up into there, and that's a mark there out there to Billy Charla. Billy Charla for McLaren's. He's up the centre half forward, drives off, puts this ball up in the full forward, and there's a Myponga defensive side there in Hedger. Hedger turns around, drives them out, goes out wider still, goes around straight to Proud. Proud goes off, goes out in the flank and the wing there, comes out there, and Kennedy gets it. Handball's all off. He gets wrapped up though, read that one coming through, was not the way to go, and he turned around and Hedger, goes off there, and Kelly has to give it back to the central umpire. True wing, clubroom side, with a score 5-6 McLaren, 6 goals to Myponga Sellicks.
As it comes down, Chalmers gets a quick kick out the pack, but only as far as Redagolo. Redagolo gets a handball out. Kelly picks it up for Myponga. And player there was grabbed without the ball. The umpire's seen that one. And Myponga will come up with a free kick here on the centre wing. Looks like Chalmers there for Myponga. Yep. And Chalmers will take this one. And as we're into the time on period here of this second quarter, goes long down here, looking for Whitford, gets his hands on the ball, can't take the mark. Quick kick out there. All player almost swung around, but
just held his head down, didn't he?
Landed him gently, you would say. The umpire comes in eventually and gives him a chance to get that one out, but no one can get it out, and we will have a ball up right on the 50-metre arc here for the Myponga Football Club. Players diving on top of the ball there, picks it up. The umpire's calling play on. McKay that was for McLaren. Gave him a chance to pick it to get it out, but was probably never going to. And we reset, and Vanderloo again comes over the top with a tap down to Redagolo. Redagolo goes out wide, only finds the boundary line, and that'll be a last disposal free kick here, which will be taken by Chalmers. He's called to play on straight away by the umpire. Must have come inboard.
Yep.
Comes across to Ogilvy, who's back here on his own. He will come across to Clark. No, he's going to go back wide down the wing. And does that one stay in play? It just stays in play as Proud takes a mark here for Myponga. He's pointing that he'll go long, so and he does. Goes long down the line. Butcher coming out. Oh, hits him on the chest. Probably come off a hand in before that. Comes out quickly there. Myponga kick in. Zohar has been paid the mark.
Yep.
Bobbled it around, but probably had enough to control it, as he'll play on across the ground to Groves. Groves in the back pocket. The other back pocket now for McLaren that just switched. He comes in short, and Green just takes a mark here for McLaren, mucking around with it here towards the end of this second quarter. I think they're just playing, almost looks like they're playing out time now just to get this one to half time.
Yep.
And keep it as within this 2-point margin as the ball goes out of bounds, and we've gone just over 26-minute mark of the second quarter in this one. Beautiful throw in here, grabbed by Whitford. He plays on, gets a quick kick out the pack, and Lang's taken the mark, claimed the mark. The umpire's paid it, and Lang will go back here for Myponga. Man on the mark will be probably 35 metres out from goal, but you would expect in A-grade footy that player here will make the distance. It's just a question of accuracy.
Certainly is. Wait for him to go. We must be getting fairly close. 26 and a half gone. Haven't really had that much time off this quarter like we did in that first one with that injury. So in he comes, drives up, hangs the ball up. That looks like it's make the old goal umpire work, which he did. So Lang misses that one. So Myponga Sellicks go to 6 goals 1. We've got 6 goals 3 to them because the scoreboard's wrong. To McLaren's 5 goals 6. So it makes it a 3-point game here at the moment. As it comes back in, quickly they get the ball. McLaren's bring it back in, go the clubroom side, up and down, and marked out there is Samuel Kennedy. Sam Kennedy puts it straight back in. There's been a whistle.
25.
And he has.
And he'll have the distance
Kennedy
here easily now.
Yeah, he's kicked 2. So distance won't be a problem. Just a matter whether he can keep it as accurate.
Probably the best man on the ground at this stage.
Yeah, as I said, it's sort of been spread a bit now. There's no one really standing up and, where you notice them a lot, are they? I think there's a lot of checking going on. He comes in, umpire's not moving hardly much at all. He comes back, wait for an indication. There it is, that's a goal. So,
with over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
After this first half, and Myponga looking the goods at this point in time. But still another half of footy to go after this one as the umpire throws it up. Laurie gets a tap down there to Ridigalo, and he's well tackled by Proud. Puts him back down on the ground, and we do it again. Ma picks it up here. He's tackled by Chalmers, and the umpire says you didn't have prior opportunity as the siren goes for half time. And on the FPAG scoreboard we have Myponga 7 goal 3. To McLaren 5 goal 6. So that is a 9-point lead here to the Myponga Football Club at half time of the second semi-final. And Trev, Myponga well placed to go into their first grand final for almost 40 years.
Certainly is, certainly appearing that way. Anyhow, we'll do a wrap up so as we can get the half-time hub underway. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy. Match of the Round on air and YouTube.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want Sellicks Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with Sellicks Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with Sellicks Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. SellicksFluorio.com.au.
FPAG, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FPAG Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FPAG, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Happy SEFM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
Welcome to our Halftime Hub today, and our guest today is a person I know pretty well. It's Ian Curran. Good day, Ian, and welcome.
Thank you. Late call up.
Late call up? Oh, well, anyway, we knew you were on the way down, so we thought we'd give you a call because you do a fair few things that a lot of people don't know about. So at the moment, you're still umpiring as well as helping run the panel.
Yeah, still umpiring and involved with the organisation and running of the umpires panel for the combined Southern Leagues football umpires panel. We umpire all the matches in the Great Southern and Southern Football Leagues, and my role there is to coordinate the selections. Which is you're looking at a number of grounds. We've currently got 9 grounds that each week where we umpire all the grades through from the junior colts in Great Southern through to the A grade, and from under 13s through to A grade in the Southern Footy League. So there's and as well as the women's football and the girls' football on Sundays. So there's quite a lot of coordinating.
What about Kangaroo Island?
Appointments
Still
to
do
do.
that?
We don't do Kangaroo Island anymore.
Right.
We do have 2 of our umpires though that do go over there, Wayne Graham and Steve Kingsmill. Still umpire in our panel here on a Sunday and before Kangaroo Island starts, so they help out over there. So, but it'll be interesting next season. It looks like that the Southern Footy League's got an application from another team to come in, so we're going to need some more umpires next year.
So how are you going for numbers at the moment?
Numbers have been good for this year. We haven't had to call on a club to field a field umpire at this stage of the season.
So they haven't fielded one umpire?
The clubs haven't had to field one field umpire. We've had a couple of occasions where a boundary umpire has pulled out in the morning of the game. A lot of them are kids that play under 17s and under 15s, and occasionally they get injured and we don't have many spares. So we've had a couple of occasions where that's happened, but we haven't had to call on the club at this stage, and we won't obviously now with only a week to go. So that's pretty good. But you know, having said that, it's an ageing organisation. A lot of the people that watch the footy around will know that a lot of the umpires have been, especially some of the umpires now that have been good A grade umpires that are now filtering down umpiring the lower grades, and they can't do it forever, and you know, we will need to refresh and get some new numbers. So however we can do that, we've had some good new umpires come out and join us this year. Hopefully they'll make it through the ranks, and we'll see them out umpiring some good A grade footy in the next couple of years. So, but we're always on the lookout for new people. The ideal person to umpire footy is somebody, you know, probably around the 30 to 40 mark, who's played a lot of footy in their life, understands the game, communicates well with the players, and takes that step from playing to umpiring, which it seems difficult. You know, if you stand on the sideline, you'll hear a lot of words.
Know everything.
Flung at, you know, there is a lot of spectators out there that, especially after a few cans, they know they can see a free kick from 100 metres away that you might have missed. And yeah, you do miss them all the time, but you just try and be as consistent as you can. And you really, after you do it, you really, if you're concentrating on what you're doing out there, you don't hear a lot of it. And I must admit, the players, the respect from the players, I think, has increased with society dramatically over probably the last 20 years. We have a really small amount of yellow cards now for abuse from players, so I think that side of things has improved out of sight.
How long have you been doing it for, and how many games have you umpired?
With the Great Southern Footy League, Southern Footy League, I've been umpiring. Overall, I've umpired for probably 25 years, and in this panel organisation, I've done, well, someone put it out the other day. Apparently, I've done over 600 matches. If you add in the River Murray Football League, where I probably did close to a couple of hundred there, and a few in the Adelaide Footy League. and junior organ matches around, probably somewhere between 900 and 1,000 at this stage. So, and I've been involved as the coordination coordinator of selections for the last. This is the 10th year I've done that. So, had a fair involvement with this league, and before that I coached the umpires in the River Murray Footy League for 6 years. So. Had a fair bit of involvement around the place as an umpire, and being involved with the football organisations. You get to meet a lot of good people around that time, and you see that in every club there's good people. Every club's got a similar structure, and there's good people around every club that I've come across.
So that's your football umpiring. I believe that you're going somewhere to do something different next week.
Yeah, going up to Darwin to be involved with some tennis umpiring for a week. There's a Pro Tour event in Darwin. There's 2 of them in a row, and I'll be going up there as to be involved with that one for the first week of the tournament.
What is a Pro Tour for those of us that don't know?
With the tennis, people will be aware of that at the moment. The US Open is going on. That's obviously the top tier of the tennis level. Then that's basically it's all ATP WTA Tour. Then you've got your different levels of ATP and WTA events. Then under that you've got a Challenger Tour, which is players, you'll see players sometimes ranked in the top 100 playing these Challenger events. And then after that, under that you've got the Pro Tour. And the differences are that the ATP Tour has a minimum level of they call them ATP 250, which means you get 250 points if you win. Challenger level has a winning points anywhere from 75 to 150, and then your Pro Tour, I think, I'm not sure at the moment because it's just come back in after a bit of a hiatus with COVID, and generally they have 15 to 30 points. So you need to win a lot of, you need to win, as a player, you need to win a lot of those events to increase your ranking.
3 or 4 points a time takes a long time to get 1,000.
It does, especially when you win a Grand Slam, you get 2,000. So,
there's not too many people do that.
There's only 4 of those a year, isn't there?
Now, the other thing that's happening, what's your opinion of computer calling lines? I mean, that's what you've been doing, and what level are you as far as the linesman goes?
Yeah, I've got a reasonably high ranking as far as a linesperson goes, and I guess the difference with people calling it to machine calling it is consistency. Whether there's a level of it's not. Obviously not, if you read all about it, it's not 100% accurate. It's got a variance in there, which I'm not sure. It obviously gets better all the time. So, there's a variance in there, but that variance is consistent. Whereas when you get a human eye, humans can make mistakes. Sometimes people could make a call out before the ball was hitting the ground and those type of things. But with that... and I mean, I can understand it from a playing perspective that you want as much consistency as what you can get, and I guess that's what the artificial intelligence of the Hawkeye Live and another system called Fox 10 will give. It'll just give a more consistent outcome all the time. But it probably. It's probably not as exciting for spectators as when you're out on court in those matches, and the linesman's made a call, the player's challenged. There's quite a bit of crowd involvement, it creates a bit of atmosphere, but without it, the game doesn't have that sort of atmosphere.
So what's your future then as a line umpire?
Well, as a line if what is reported in the media is correct, and that is that by 2025 all ATP and WTA level matches will be umpired by the Hawkeye Live system, then as a line umpire you've really the Challenger Tour is as much as you would,
as far as you can go.
It would be as high as you would be able to go, and I mean, gradually over time, the technology will get better and cheaper, and you'll probably see some sort of technology at those events as well.
All right, well, good luck up in Darwin with your umpiring, and down here as well. You'll be umpiring again tomorrow, so we better head off, Ian, so you can have a spell for 5 seconds.
Get out and have a Coke.
Okay.
Something to lubricate the throat.
Okay, thanks for helping out today, Ian, and this is our live. What was that, live interview, and thanks very much for that. And
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery.
Now to Encounter by Overall Trevor Price.
Thank you very much. The ball's just gone up and we're underway for the third quarter. Myponga straight away into attack. Out they come, trying to get the ball out there. It was Justin Whitford. Couldn't get to it, and it comes up and it finishes up on the go here. So the adjustment has been done to half-time scoreboard here with McLaren 5-6, trailing Myponga Sellicks 7-3. Up goes the ball, comes back out quickly around here to Kennedy. Kennedy goes up forward. Butcher from the back can't get to it. Comes over, goes up around the ends. A free kick here to Joel Vanderloor for McLaren's. He goes out, comes out wide, finds his player out here in Jamie Smith. Smith goes over, finds his player quickly there in Moyle. Moyle goes off inside, finds his player around there in Daniel Marr. Daniel Marr goes off, finds his player in Billy Charler. They're short kicking, but they are controlling it and hitting their targets. Most important, Charler now goes for a big long go. Out they go, coming out into it. Can't get into it. Heard up there by Hedges. Goes off. Myponga Sellicks now comes out. Charler comes out and reads it better and goes off and gets the mark on the wing scoreboard side. Underway, goes up. Remember, the loser here gets a second chance. Goes off to it. In the back there, Clark bowls over the McLaren player out there. So that one there was Matthew Merritt. So off they go now. Up forward. Goes off under there and goes through. Yep, indicator for a minor score there to McLaren Districts. They now go to 5 goals, 7 on the FPX scoreboard to Myponga Sellicks 7-3.
And the kick-in finds Proud in the back pocket. Proud will go short again, looking for Kennedy, can't find him. McLaren player picks that one up, but comes to Sampson. Lang now picks it up. He's gang tackled, and the ball spills out and comes to Proud. Proud will play on, goes to Ben Kennedy. He goes around the wing, Justin Whitford almost had his hands on that one, couldn't quite mark it. And then well tackled there was the McLaren player. Well, good tackle from Kelly of Myponga as the ball gets thrown up right in front of the McLaren coach's bench over there. It comes there to Moyle. Moyle kicks it down. Does it stay in play? It does, as Max Gill taps it just over the line. It was probably, must have been just inside, but you're not going to pay that one as deliberate, as we will have a throw in here as Laurie and Whitford go up. Laurie gets a good tap down there. Comes to Lang of Myponga. He goes across to Kennedy. Kennedy goes down the line. Well spoilt by Vanderlua. Running onto it there was, I think it was Spinks, but it's gone out of bounds over the boundary line. And a bit of a slow start, subdued start to this third quarter after we saw fast starts in the first and second quarters. As the ball's thrown in front of the Encounter Bay Club Rooms. Grabbed out of the ruck that time by Whitford. Slams it on the boot. Goes with a bit of a torp. Comes here to Smith. Picks it up for McLaren. He goes high and wide. Out there looking for Groves. Groves picks it up. Gets his way out of the tackle. Comes to Moyle. Back to Groves. He's tackled pushed over the line. And we'll have a ball in back in front of the coach's box here, near the McLaren coach's box, and young Ricey, beautiful throw in there, and comes to Whitford, comes down here to Laurie, picks it up, squeezes a kick out. Gill picks it up for McLaren. He handballs it over there to McKay. McKay breaks one tackle, gets through another, and he kicks the ball. He wanted a second kick there. Thought he got pushed in the back. Umpire says no. And McLaren go to 5-8, trailing Myponga 7-3.
Certainly is. Myponga bring the ball back out, come out into the back pocket. Clubroom side though, he's held up now, deep in that pocket there. Goes off, brings up the back flank now, up and down it comes out. Laurie gets the ball from McLaren, gets his boot to it, goes back inside. Whitford gets it, he can't get a boot to it, and he's gone for holding the ball. So the umpire kindly goes back and throws it back to the McLaren player, right in front of the interchange boxes there. Comes out, finds Redigolo. Redigolo goes out, that one was tight into there, and finds Hopkins. Hopkins goes off, finds his player out further on, and that one there is Max Gill. Gill goes up full forward now, looks for the lead, up they go, can't get it to it, comes out onto it. Myponga goes, he's going to get just caught as he gets the boot away, comes around to Ellis. Brett Ellis lines up, puts the ball up, and he's missed it, unusual for him. He turns around, he gets another minus score, so they go to 5-9-39 to Myponga Cello at 7-3-45 on the FPH scoreboard.
And good afternoon to Christine and Malcolm, who are Brett Ellis's auntie and uncle, who I know are live streaming at the moment. So
there you go.
Hopefully, and on the other side of Adelaide. So enjoy the live stream.
Well, we shouldn't tell him. That was probably under a lot of pressure, that last kick from him then. Goes off. Myponga quickly with the ball now. Drives this ball. It's up and under by Clark. Goes up on the back lines. Goes high. Should have been a free kick given away. It turns around. Coming out into there's Ryan Kelly, and she goes for another ball up. Still on that forward flank, clubroom side though, up to McLaren side. Need to get something going here. Come out, the turnaround comes over the top, bobbles up and down, back into his arms again. He gets wrapped up, and it'll be for another ball up with Moyle. Up she goes, turnaround goes up, out they come. Comes around, Myponga gets it, can't break out, goes off. Handball comes out there by McLaren's. McLaren's goes out wide, turns around, picks up there. Charla tries to get to it, comes to Ellis. Ellis gets his left foot to it, goes right, goes on to Redigolo. Redigolo goes back to Mackay. Mackay goes up, he laps this one, bangs through, looks pretty good. Umpire comes back, says bingo, there she goes.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday, 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
make it. You know you're going to be in the final anyway. Comes here, Laurie taps that one down. Ellis on the ground, can't get it out. Ball's bobbling around in there. No one can get it out. McLaren player gets up. He wants a free kick. Umpire says you're not getting one, and he's going to
no too. off the birthday wishes.
And Redigolo, he gets pushed in the back there, and he'll come up with a free. He gets it this time. He didn't have to wait very long.
No, he made sure he did that one on two.
And he kicks it long down, looking for Merritt. Merritt gets his hands on the ball, comes to Ellison. He gets a handball out, only as far as Kennedy. He goes down looking for his brother or Ellis. Or a big fly from Kennedy. Good contest out there, but Ellis picks it up. Comes across to Moyle. Moyle goes short here, looking for Merritt. Clark gets in front, gets a hand of the ball, comes out looking to Kennedy. Kennedy and Ellis go towards the boundary line, and the ball's going to beat them both over the line, and we will have a ball in here 15 metres around from the point post at the attacking end from the McLaren Football Club, as Whitford goes up for right, can't get a tap down there. Ball's on the ground here, and the umpire's going to have no choice but to come in and cross himself and ball it up once again. As I said, a little bit not quite as quick a start to this quarter as what we saw in the first half, but this is the quarter where it's going to count. And as Ben Kennedy gets a kick along the wing, Vanderloo gets the ball, handballs it to Moyle. He goes looking for and finding Groves that time, and Groves 40 metres out, doesn't think he's got the distance, goes in looking for Ellison. That's a beautiful kick, and Ellison hits him on the chest, and he'll go back and line up for goal from about 35 metres. So should have no problems with the distance. There's not much breeze to speak of, and McLaren will be in front after this kick, Trev.
Certainly will. Either way, whether it's a minor or a major, they will break this deadlock at the moment. They've come from behind to get to that position. Drives up, umpire's not moving. Ressenrap, he looks over it, turns around, waits for his signal to come to prove it. There it is, there's the goal.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
50 so far this quarter as the ball gets thrown up in the middle. Laurie taps that one down. Kennedy runs onto it, goes to Lang. He comes around on the left boot, going up there. Ooh, taking good mark for Myponga was Gilbert out in front, but he plays on here, goes to Kennedy, puts him in trouble. Squeezes out a little kick, but only as far as Redigolo. Redigolo will pick this one up, play it on to Mar. Mar dropped the mark. And, he's decked after the ball's already gone out of bounds. And we will have a throw in here. Interesting one, whether that should have been a free kick or not, because
big scuffle going on, and he's camera go back to centre. That's a bit late. They're broken up.
Whether he did, even if the ball's called out of bounds, you still can't really.
No, I always maintain that. I've seen a lot of players pushed into the fence and everything, even though the ball's gone out. You sit there going, well, hang on, it's a foul move, even though the ball wasn't in play. So anyway, goes up there now, comes back in here. McLaren's get up, and they get up here for a ball up. On the forward flank this time, still going forward there through to McLaren Districts. Up they go up. Laurie gets it over, comes around to Kennedy. Kennedy drives Myponga back out again, and that's a good grab out through there to Kiefer Zohar. So he goes off. He just almost got hit head high too. Goes up and down, and that's a good mark out there to Myponga. Free kick anyway, no matter what went on. So
Samson
goes out, comes up over, goes over, can't get to it there. Turns around, hits the ground, picks up onto it. McLaren's just need to hold it up. They turn around, and Scott Ogilvie makes sure it stays there for Myponga too. So centre half forward, up into attack here. McLaren's doing it all. goes out to Laurie, turns around, goes over, quickly picked up out here through Kempster. Kempster goes out, McLaren gets it, he backs into it, goes off in there, McLaren's put it all out to Ellis. Ellis goes around, he'll balk back, he'll turn around, kick out with his left foot, turn around, goes off his left foot over the body, goes over the back, turns around, picked up beautifully there by McLaren's. Over the top, goes onto it, and he misses that one there, and that one there was Leon Groves. So they finish up with another minor score. They go to 7 goals 10, 52 on the FPA scoreboard to Myponga Sellicks 7-3 45.
And good strength through the hips there from Ellis, even though he was getting tackled and brought down, got a kick away, which gave McLaren a chance to kick a goal there. Good kick in from Hedger, finds Ben Kennedy, and Ben Kennedy slows it down. Myponga need to get something moving here. They haven't scored so far this quarter. Kennedy's kick only goes as far as McLaren, who Moyle runs onto it. He'll find Ellis. Ellis puts a player into trouble there, but does well, and that's Max Gill. Gill goes down looking for Ellis, and has one grab, has two grabs, can't bring it to ground. And the ball bobbling around in the back pocket, the forward pocket there for McLaren. And the boundary umpire says it's gone over the line and out of bounds. And he will throw it back in just adjacent to the point post here for the McLaren, at the McLaren attacking end. Ball gets punched around there eventually by Kelly, comes to Kennedy. Kennedy will be happy to see this one over the line as we go across nearly 14 minutes into this third quarter, and we've had 2 goals kicked so far, both at the attacking end of McLaren, and they currently hold a 7-point lead into this one as Laurie gets a tap down there. Ball, no one can get a possession out there, and we'll do it again. We've seen a lot of ball ups in this third quarter, probably more in this third quarter than what we saw in the first half put together, as both sides have a real battle of strength here at the moment. As running onto it there was Kempster, got a handball out. No one, Gilbert tried to get a kick out, was tackled. Comes back here to, I reckon that's might have been Ogilvie from McLaren, from Myponga. Comes out here, eventually it ends up with Ben Kennedy. He goes across here to Proud. Proud will go back to Ben Kennedy, back to Proud. Breaks a tackle, goes long down here. The first attacking move really from Myponga for this quarter, and a good mark by Jaden Scott here. And probably too far out to score. He'll wheel onto the right boot, comes in, and only as far as Hopkins for McLaren. And put it into the hole there, and the players had spread on a lead, and just a poor kick there really, as Hopkins will find Moyle. Moyle will go out wide, and he will find Daniels. Daniels will come to Vanderloo. And loose players here for McLaren, as Vanderloo will find Groves short. Still on the half-back flank here. They've had 5 or 6 possessions as Groves goes long down looking for Ellison. He's one out, and a strong mark there in front of Hedger, who hurt himself in that contest, as goes down looking for Merritt. Merritt attached to Clark. Clark, good tackle on
That's
Merritt.
A sling too.
Umpire goes over the boundary line and rolls out of bounds, and will be thrown in here. Umpire gets it in quickly, and coming in was Kennedy to that one, but only as far as McKay for McLaren. He snaps around on the right boot, and the ball will go over the boundary line and out of bounds, and Brad Clark will relieve this one for Myponga. And all the attacking done this quarter by McLaren, and haven't put Myponga away yet at this stage.
No,
had their opportunities, haven't they?
Yeah, it looks like Myponga are just happy just to try and stop them from getting too much. The ball comes out, goes straight in the arms there of Chalmers. No, so it's Butcher. Butcher comes up. So, they seem to be content knowing that the breeze is that end, and they reckon if they can keep them down a bit, that they've probably got a good chance to come in the last quarter. Goes up onto the wing, comes out, finds his player out there in Gilbert plays on quickly now, comes off, centre half forward, up they go, over the top, goes up, can't pay that one out there, and they're going to pay back onto McLaren's. No good arguing to the umps, they've got him, so it comes out here to Hopkins. Hopkins puts the ball up, finds his play, he dropped it, turn around. puts the handball back though, finds his player, steps around, sees it, sees a short kick, goes straight in there to Moyle. Moyle goes off, as he normally done, sets things up straight over in there to Groves. Groves goes off, looks for the big man to rile up, can't get it. Hedges tries to get hold of him, gets around onto him, gets his man, he's going to hurl off, he's going to hit off, goes off, Moyle comes out, but he's a long way out. Still back on the wing here, goes off, puts it all in, finds his player there in Vanderloor. They're still outside 50, so Vanderloor will not get the distance. He drives it up, puts it all up, hoping for a mark. Up they go, but it's out there through Butcher. That gets tapped out, so that should be a 25 metre. Silly play by McLaren's then. So Butcher now with the ball. Gets it up here. You can do anything with this kick. If it comes off the side of the boot, it doesn't matter. So he goes out wide, finds his player in Kennedy out there, comes over, back turns around, goes off, drives this ball up, bit of a floater, turns around, dropped there by Redigolo, goes out on the true wing position, and the umpire will come in for a ball up. Clubroom side though, so turn around. It's all been McLaren Districts, but they haven't really hurt them on the scoreboard too much. Up it goes, comes back down, pushes all out to it, comes around, quickly picked up through there by Spinks, goes off. He goes off to it, couldn't get away with it into there, and Connor Sampson, he got caught for holding the ball, comes over quickly to Green, I reckon.
Bollenhagen.
Goes over, goes up on the forward lines, pushed in the back, comes out, Clark gets it all out, goes straight around. They go right back to the back lines there, right to full back, and they turn around McLaren's. Now they go back, out forward, over the line, they find the player out there in Lang. Lang goes out, handballs over to his player, running past, got nowhere to go, so he turns back inside, comes out, finds his player in Gilbert. Gilbert goes on quickly, comes out now to the true centre position, up and down. He decides to step back into that one there, and Sampson goes off, finds his player out here, and that one there goes around into Dyack. Dyack goes off, and there's the transition and leave that they need to do to Kelly. So this will be the first shot for this quarter for Myponga Sellicks. Their first attempt to get a score on the board in the third quarter. Yeah, starting to head into the 20-minute mark now. So lines himself up. Needs to get a score. Oh,
not going to score with that one.
That's almost going to go out in the full. Gets touched just inside. So it'll be a ball up right by the point post in there, and that was a really poor kick. So it goes off over to here. Boundary throw in, forward pocket for Myponga Sellicks though. Into there. Now McLaren's under pressure to stop it. Up it goes, comes back out. Vanderloor gets it, handballs off, can't get it away. Turns around, Kennedy gets it. He gets wrapped up, he gets swung around, put down on his backside, turned around, shouldn't be a sling tackle, got pinged for holding the ball. Didn't slam the head down, so it was a good tackle. Comes out straight away here to Vanderloor. Vanderloor goes off, turns around, can't get onto it. Turns around, he dives onto it. Redigolo tries to get it all out, can't get it over to there, and Myponga rolled him over on his back, so it'll have to be a ball up.
I thought he was going to play holding the ball there, but
yeah,
good call. Good call in the end.
On his front, he probably would have been, but ball goes up, pangs back down there. Now players are onto it, bang, in he goes again with Myponga. Bit rough, and the umpires picked it all up and said, you've gone in with the knees and your shirt front. The player was down, and you've just charged him, so free kick to McLaren's. They go right backwards. They find their player out there in Zohar. Zohar now under pressure, comes back, gets the ball up. This falls in the arms of Myponga Sellicks. Under too much pressure. He turned around to play on, so it must have been touched. Turns around, gets a kick, left foot, goes around, and he's missed it out on untouched. So it'll be a free kick to McLaren's in the back pocket.
Still can't score, Trev. That's time on almost in the third quarter, and they still can't score.
Yeah, Vanderloor gets the ball, comes straight into Moyle. Moyle gets tackled as he gets Kozo. Comes back up the front again. Goes over. Too high. Umpire missed that one. Goes off it. Moyle gets it. Vanderloor goes off. Pushing the ball out. Goes prickly out through to there. Goes over there. Bit of fumbles going on from everybody here. Turns around. Trevelyan get caught. He gets put down. He turns around. He'll go for holding the ball.
No, he's paid in the back. And now we've got a 25-metre penalty as well against Green for throwing the Myponga player to the ground after the decision was made.
Yeah, still then again, the player wasn't the one who was given the free, so makes you wonder onto that. So anything that happens off ball now means that you have to give a 25. So yeah. So anyway, because it'd been interesting if that went the other way and the Myponga player, if he'd taken it off of him. I bet you he wouldn't have. So yeah, I don't think it deserved it because they were players off. They thought the play was still on, and they turned around. The umpires give him a 25. So anyway, Trevino comes in. That's a poor kick really by him. He turns around. He gets his first score, which happens to be a minor. The first one for McLaren's. For Myponga Sellicks. They go to 7-4-46, trailing McLaren 7-10-52 on the FPAG scoreboard, 6 points difference.
Moyle doing the kicking duties here for McLaren. Finds Daniels on just inside the 50-metre arc. He'll go out wide looking for Green. Green, almost a falcon there. Oh, a big clash there. And Sampson got out the way of that one. He knew what was coming. Had good vision there, as we'll have it thrown in here right in front of the 90.1 Caravan. Laurie gets the tap down there. Sampson, good tackle on him, picks it up, and good tackle from Charla, and the umpire will ball it up. As coming across was Kennedy. McLaren player could have got a free kick for a high tackle there, and picked it up, and the umpire will come in and do it again. As well into time on now of this third quarter, Kennedy picks it up, coming out wide here for Lang, as opposed to, well, not Lang, Chalmers. He comes across to Ogilvie. He goes high and wide down the wing. Look, good one-handed mark by Zohar.
Well.
He did. And Zohar in a great, good one-on-one marking contest, and come up with a really strong mark here out in the wing. Slowing it down now as he goes onto that trusty left boot, kicks it down looking for Ellison. Ellison spoiled himself in the end. And picking it up was McKay. He's tackled by Whitford, as the umpire will get on with it quickly. And no one gets a tap down there. Comes to Charla, cross to Kempster. He fumbles. Comes back to Sampson. He goes high down the wing, as we've got Myponga ruckman in a bit of trouble there behind the game, and another McLaren player going down with cramp, ends up with Ben Kennedy out in the wing. He bounces it, almost loses it, as
that's an FAD.
Could have got one there, but Trevina, he'll go kicking it in long here, looking for Scott, coming across, comes to Spinks off the pack, but handles over the top and straight to a McLaren player in Smith. Comes back out wide, ends up with Connor Sampson. He goes to Kennedy. Kennedy go back into the middle here. He's got Kelly in there on his own. Almost gets it to him. Comes back here to Spinks, was it? But Scott will pick this one up. Grubbers the kick. Only had to hit a target then, and would have been having a shot for goal. Players
in the back.
We've got holding the ball here to Myponga, 15-20 metres out, directly in front. So Myponga got a big chance now to level the scores going into three-quarter time.
Yeah, probably thought it was stiff on that one. He actually lost the ball coming out, and he was driven forward in the tackle. He turned around, but the umpire said he's had the chance, so he goes off. So Myponga now line up. Who do you think that one is?
I reckon it's Ogilvie by the looks.
Ogilvie, is it? Wait for it to come around, stands in, kicks the ball, hangs it all out, goes off. Players look happy. Umpire's coming back, so he reckons it is. Turns around, goes into it.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Up game here, so we will go out onto here, have our break, and we'll come back for the final of the fourth quarter. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round, on air and YouTube.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign!
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want Sellicks Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with Sellicks Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with Sellicks Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. SellicksFluorio.com.au.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour. Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit...
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Breeze that's out there, noticeable to the Victor Harbour end or the left of screen, and they turn around, so I think they'd be feeling fairly confident with themselves. I would think McLaren's are going to have to battle hard to retain and get this one.
And we're used to the close ones in the Great Southern Footy League, Trev. 2 draws last weekend, 3-point game on Saturday in the A grade. Well, could we have another draw? I mean, it's
quite
just
possible.
One of those final series, isn't it?
Yeah, quite possible. The it's been, like I said, wrapped up now. There's no reason why it can't be with these two teams. And as we thought, this year was probably the season that when you looked at it, you think, well, it's pretty even, pretty good, and anybody could win, although I still believe probably from 4th or 5th is going to be a pretty tough effort. So it'd be really great if someone does that. So I would think it's the top 3. But no, they're certainly playing well. Goal kickers so far: Brett Ellis 1, Todd McKay 2, Leon Groves 1, Cody Ellison 3. That's for McLaren Districts. For Myponga, Sellicks, Samuel Kennedy with 3. Singles to Scott Ogilvie, Dylan Lang, Jake Spinks, Jaden Scott and John Butcher. So they're the ones there as they still having the breaks here. Previous scores from today in the here. Junior Colts many hours ago, McLaren District 7-7 defeating Strathalbyn 3-2. The Senior Colts in Counter Bay 4-8 defeating Myponga Sellicks 4-7. That's 1 point. And reserves, Myponga Sellicks 6-6 were defeated by Wollonga 7-8. So if this one comes out and McLaren Districts get up, Myponga Sellicks have had a bad day. So they'll be trying everything they can to make sure that they go straight into the grand final, which would be a big boost for them too, with their reserves still playing up into it. So be interested to see the pack of the shuffling cards that come around when things like that happen.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
Qualified and go. It's she's open slather to what can go on to there. As long as you are qualified, you're pretty right. So we are waiting here to set up. Myponga crowd heads back to the hill. They're not used to having hills. You don't get hills around the Myponga Oval. You get the mud flaps or the dairy yard, but not on the hill, so they're taking advantage of being up high. and they're going to the end that McLaren's are kicking, so they'll...
And I just wonder, Trev, if McLaren are down to one on the bench. I mean, look at Joel Charler over there on the bench. He's got a top on, and we haven't seen him on the field. I don't remember seeing him on the field for the third quarter at all, so I'm wondering if they're down to just one fit player on the bench.
Probably, quite possibly with it. The umpire holds the ball aloft here, and we get underway for the last quarter. Up they go in the centre, out they go, turns around, comes out, Butcher's in ruck for Myponga, so it goes out, he's off the front leg, comes over, Moyle goes over, he dives on it, he rolls on his back, and the umpire comes in for a ball up, still in the centre square. So here we go. Up they go. Butcher tries to get it out the back, doesn't, comes around to Proud. Proud swings it over onto his boot, goes to forward attack, goes out there, and there's a strong defensive mark out through there to Jamie Smith for McLaren. So he goes out, the ball tries to get touched out to there, umpire comes in, he reckons he got to it, and it'll be a ball throw in right by the coaches' boxes over there on the club room side, still in the forward zone for Myponga Sellicks. And he goes up, Butcher pushes him over, goes out to Moyle, Moyle puts the ball back, goes back out, Butcher picks it up, he flicks that one out, turns around, goes out, comes out to Proud, Proud handballs off, goes straight away into there to Kempster, Kempster goes forward, goes up, you see the jumper being held there, goes out, comes out around, straight away, goes straight over here to Myponga Sellicks, goes off into there, he turns around, goes off into there, that one there was Ryan Kelly.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and it's open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
To hit up Kelly, and Kelly run into that open goal for the first goal of this final quarter, as we're back in the middle now. And Butcher in ruck for Myponga. Can't win the tap down, but comes to Chalmers. He handballs over the top to Kennedy. Kennedy grubbers a kick down, looking and finding Lang. He gets a quick handball over to nobody. Gets back in and wins it again. Goes to Ben Kennedy. He's tackled. Lang gets in there and wins another handball. Fighting hard, and that's what you want to see from your players if you're Myponga in this last quarter, is leading the way as far as getting in and under there. And as Butcher gets a tap down here, comes to Kennedy, he picks it up in the left hand, can't get a handle on it. Ellis is fighting hard in there for Myponga, but Proud strips him of the ball, goes to Butcher, back to Proud. He goes down the ground looking for Spinks. Spinks can't pick it up off his laces, comes to Smith from McLaren. He goes to Hopkins, comes across here to Vanderloo. He goes with a long handball to a player who's got someone on him. Then the ball comes across back to Vanderloo. He's kept running and wins it down and finds Merritt. Merritt's got a few players running for him now. Got Ellison and Gill up forward. Well, it comes to... Looks like Gill... Oh, he's swung down that time. Could have almost got a free kick, but landed on his bum, I think, that time, luckily. As Bollenhagen, Myponga kicked across goal, and Bollenhagen read that one to perfection, comes in, takes a nice mark, and he'll go back now to try and even up the scores again.
Yeah, about 40 out, 42. He's got himself a kick. It's not impossible from there, but he needs to make it
player.
Good.
He should put this one through, but we have seen it'd be pretty difficult to kick goals from up this end.
Off he goes, drives it, thing hanging low, but it looks good. The umpire's not moving. It was low, wasn't a really great kick.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Because they believe that they got the score at end and had it in them. Back in the centre. Up she goes out, pushed over out there straight away. comes out, goes onto there. Myponga gets strapped up. He gets told over. He's not making no effort. Two of them tackled him. That's where you start to think of giving frees when the players lie there, make no effort, and two players are tackling him. Up they go, over the back it goes. So it looks like there that for Luke Whitford's got attention and he's back up into it again. Comes out to Moyle from McLaren's, drives this up in the forward flank, over they go, body on body, comes out, comes around there quickly. McLaren's forward, up and under, up they go. Charla can't get to it, comes off over quickly to Clark.
He's got Kennedy in the middle on his own.
Over here to Sampson goes off to Kennedy bounces once, runs through the centre, goes off, sets all up, pops it up for the full forward going up over the back and falls in the arm of Kiefer. He goes off, goes out wide, finds out this player struggling out to there, and he gets onto it and gets into it there, and that's Laurie comes out, goes up again, goes up onto the big player. They had the shot last one, comes out to it. Mackay gets it all up. He gets thrown out. Sorry, that one there was, Mackay. Mackay gets over the boundary line and see a boundary throw in right on the true wing position scoreboard side. Up she goes. Good throw in. Boundary umpire's done a great job today. Comes out Moyle, he fuffs it all up, tackles the Myponga player, can't get away with it. It'll be a central umpire's one this time on the true wing position top side. Up she goes. Whitford goes up for it, gets it, comes down to Kennedy. Kennedy goes out, goes straight in the arms then of Justin Bollenhagen. He goes off, goes across the ground, goes out wide. Can't find Vanderloo, went too far. Overcomes Trevena, goes out. McLaren's picked the ball up. That's it, throwing the ball. Didn't get the hand to it. He's screaming that he did, but you didn't.
No.
Turns around, goes over, quickly kicked it into attack. Myponga goes up, one-handed, can't get to it, comes back down. Handball's out wide, goes over, straight over. That was too high to Bollinger. Should get the free kick, and he does. Arm over the shoulder, and he gets up there now for a free kick. So, kicks it out right to the clubroom side. Out they go. In the back goes Charla. Can't get it. Spins out. Goes off. Looks for his player out wide. He gets knocked over the boundary line. Gets a kick away. Probably shouldn't have had to. Comes back straight into the arms here of Anthony Kempster. Kempster for Myponga. Goes forward. And there's a good strong defensive mark there by Jamie Smith for McLaren. On the back flank again now. Quite deep down, more back in towards the pocket than anywhere. Goes up now, right up in front of the interchange boxes. Goes up and there's Laurie for McLaren's, pulls that one down. Right in front of the coach's box. Comes inside, finds his player out there, and Daniel Marr goes off over the top. Myponga got the set on this one and they get it there in Sampson. Sampson goes out, finds his player in Kennedy. Kennedy goes out again, too far for his player this time, goes out. It's number 17's run together, turns around, goes up, spins around, he runs him up, then he gets slammed down, have to get a free kick for that one. Can't do that one, and the players don't realise it. That's what gets me. All season they've done it and they've been pinged and they look up dismayed that they've got caught. Must reckon that because it's finals you can get away with anything. That goes, well, it'll be 25 metres, undue rough play coming up as it turns around, goes over. So Trevena gets up, goes into McLaren's. They're the free kick. He's up to the wing. Oh, not a good kick. Floater, comes all up, comes off hands, almost bounces back, goes in, comes straight back into Myponga Sellicks again. Goes around there to Spinks goes off, goes up, slipping and sliding out there now, comes back over straight away. Handball goes out, goes to Spinks, comes back again, straight in the hands there of Whitford. Whitford goes off, and his kick goes out of bounds on the full, and she'll be a kick. Unless it was touched, I reckon.
That's a free kick.
Should be, yeah. The umpire raised his arm to speak to him, but he said no, it goes off, so it'll be a free kick to McLaren's in the back pocket, going to Kane Hopkins. So we're heading towards the 9-minute mark, last quarter. So we go up. Could we see extra time? Comes over and gets in the hands here. Stuart Green from McLaren's comes out wide, puts Zohar under difficulties there. Comes out straight away to Daniels. Daniels comes out. Zohar goes back again, puts it all up. Ma goes over the boundary line, and she'll be a ball up on that forward flank for Myponga Sellicks. The FPH scoreboard 8-10-58, 9-4-58 Myponga Sellicks, so she's a tied up game on the FPH scoreboard.
As the ball gets thrown back in, tapped over the top there by Laurie, McLaren player runs into Proud, who gently puts him on the ground, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. So, we still haven't broken the deadlock from three-quarter time yet. Both teams kicking a goal in this last quarter, and she's all tied up. Comes across here to Chalmers. He gets a handball out looking for Proud. He'll run onto this one. Can't pick it up. He's tackled, pretended to by Groves from McLaren. Player picking it up there from McLaren. Gets it down looking for Ellison. And the umpire said there was front-on contact there to Hedger. And he'll take a free kick here on the wing. There's a player in the middle there on his haunches for Myponga. It's been one of those physical sort of games, and well marked there by Redagolo. He goes out wide looking for Bollenhagen, who's come to life in this last quarter. He goes out wide finding Moyle, and Moyle just inside the boundary line will go to kick short and kick straight in the man on the mark, which was Lang for Myponga. He spoils well, and the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds, and will be thrown back in here on the centre wing. Another beautiful throw in by these boundary umpires here today, and comes across here to Lang. Ball spills out. Good tackle. Comes to Kennedy. He grubbers one out looking for his brother and finding him. He handballs but straight to Bollenhagen. Bollenhagen will go across the ground looking for Gill. Gill should mark this one and play on. Well, he hasn't got anyone to play on to. Was going to, but it's more sees more green jumpers than blue jumpers, and settles and finds McKay in the centre of the ground. He'll go back looking for Gill, who will run onto this one, hold it up again, and this one should go inside 50, and passes to Daniel Marr, and Marr, the man on the mark, out just outside 50, so can't score from there. Goes in looking for Ellison. Clark comes across the front of the pack. Spoil comes to Spinks, goes to Proud, goes down the line, but only as far
he's miles over
as Fennerty, I think that is, for McLaren. And now he plays on. He comes in looking for Ellison. He's the biggest player there, but there's a wall in front of him. Comes across here to Kelly. The handball was spoiled. Comes to Merritt. And the ball goes. Merritt can only squeeze that one through for a behind, but it does break the deadlock. And McLaren now 1 point leaders here on the FPAG scoreboard.
Yeah, it's where they wanted. It's in their forward line. So goes up. Hedges with the ball. Turn around. Come out. Goes out and out of the clubroom side. Goes out and spots up his player there in Kennedy. Plays on. Quickly, goes off, drives it up here into the centre. Up they go. Good spoil by McLaren's. Can't get over, overruns it. Turn around, they go down. That's a good body clash into there, goes up. And McLaren hold this one up on the wing on the top side. So, back in the centre wing it is. Top side, scoreboard side. Up they go. Ruckman goes up. Redagolo gets it. Comes out, gives it to the Ruckman. He goes off, goes forward, goes on the grounds. McLaren's wrap it up here on their forward flank, and it'll be another ball up. Players all look a bit tired here now. There's a lot of falling on this ball. Up they go. Whitford comes out. Laurie gets it, comes back to Redagolo. Redagolo kicks it forward, goes off. Double grab out there, and the umpire's paid that one. And it goes to Myponga.
Sampson.
So
Jackson Sampson.
Sampson with the ball. Gets up, he turns around, looks around. Players jump around. Now he gets called to play on. He comes out here to Ogilvie. Ogilvie has gone backwards slightly. He's right on the 50 defensive on the McLaren's line. He goes up to the wing now. Up they go. Goes around into it. Up and down. Comes out into it. McLaren's picked the ball up. He gets wrapped up. And he turns around and be another ball up by the central umpires. Once again on this top side true wing position. Pointing and fingers going everywhere. Laurie goes up, tries to get it out, humped out again there, comes around to Bollinger. He gets around. Bollenhagen can't get it out. McLaren's trying to get up. Myponga's trying to hold it in, and this is all these players are doing at the moment, is to turn around. All their interest in is just keeping it, and that's the decision finally. If you're going to lie on the ball, make an attempt. So out they go out there to Bollenhagen. He goes out, finds his player out in the back flank out there. He goes off, club room side. Up and down they go. Up and down, go straight around to Daniel Marr. Marr for McLaren's, fall forward, up they go, over the back. McLaren's, can they get to it? Can't, but it's in their forward pocket, so it's where they want it to be. They set a defensive line up now and to be a boundary throw in right into the forward pocket here for McLaren Districts. 14, nearly 15 minutes gone, so we've still got a while to go before into time on. Over the back it goes, comes back out, can't get for it. Whitford can't get out to it, comes back over. Myponga get wrapped up. It'll be a ball up by the central umpire now with Myponga Sellicks 58 trailing McLaren Districts 59, the FPA scoreboard.
As comes here quickly to McKay. McKay goes to Merritt in the goal square. He takes a strong mark.
It's right between two, wasn't
it? It was between two Myponga players, and the former Myponga player will go back and give McLaren a 7-point lead.
Yeah. He really needs to do it. Hedges walks in. He needs to get out. Because that's even from here, I reckon.
No, the umpire said he's okay. But this one should make no mistake with this one. He's 5 metres out. Yep.
No
and McLaren go to 9 goals.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
A half minutes gone is they've got them up, their tails will be up they go in the centre. Laurie gets it all up, comes out through there. Moyle can't get it, comes out the back, picked all out there to there, it'll be in the back there, and that one's going to Billy Charler. So McLaren's really don't have to panic now, because it's up to Myponga Sellicks to start hitting the button. So Charler drives this ball up to centre half forward, out they go. Clark comes out, an easy mark out there, and that's poured by the forwards for McLaren's. Out they go, he comes out, finds his player out here, and Dyack goes off for Myponga, up the forward lines, up they go, up and down, comes over the back, beautifully read, handball, comes out here to Bollenhagen, goes out there, goes off there, he goes inside and he finds his player back there in Charler. Charler goes off, goes wide to Vanderloor. Vanderloor goes wide again, goes out there and he finds Moyle, club room side, wing. He comes off and he finds Laurie. They are controlling the ball better, McLaren's, and they're pretty well hitting these targets when they spot them up. They go back, comes back in there, finds his player out here. I reckon that's Stuart Green. Goes off, comes up here in the forward lines. Over the top, McLaren's almost got it. Goes up quickly to the play. Couldn't get his boot on it properly. And Max Gill comes all out there. Myponga sect. Oh, goes all up. Oh, that's high. That's high, that one. So Daniel Marr will finish up with the free kick here through McLaren's. He's probably about the same distance that last kick come through from here. He's going to be kicking from at least 45. He has got a boot on him. Turns round, handballs out to Bollenhagen. Bollenhagen goes over. Nobody's on. He's missed that one. Pulled it around too much. Goes in through for a minor score. The move was good, but Myponga Sellicks didn't have anyone on the mark either. But the left footer put it around. So they go to 9 goals, 11, 65. Myponga Sellicks 9-4, 58 on FPA scoreboard.
Yeah, and Bollenhagen really come to life in this last quarter. The Myponga, if they're going to win, they're going to need to stop what he's doing at the moment. Anyway, straight down the middle there from Myponga through Hedger. Goes out wide here. Myponga needed a good bounce here. Comes over the top. Scott runs onto this one. It just gets tackled as he kicks. Lucks of fortune goes to Butcher. He's got Whitford on his own in the goal square. And Butcher's handball. He's missed him with the handball. And the McLaren crowd go wild. And, well, it was the right thing to do. He had the man in the goal square. Just the execution that was that let him down. And Myponga, they go to 9 goal 5. trailing McLaren 9-12 on the FPAG scoreboard.
7 points. So it's 2 kicks from Myponga Sellicks. Up it goes. Comes out the back, straight over the back into the hands there of Groves. Leon Groves gets wrapped up and pushed over the boundary line, be a throw in on that wing position. Clubroom side is just about ready to hit the 20-minute mark, so she's starting to count down close. And we've only got 3 goals scored this quarter, so starts to feel down. Up it goes, comes back down. Ma comes around for it, gets his kick, gets it away, bounces up, turns around, goes up. Butcher gets it, look a bit like a bit of a throw, comes over, quick forward through there by McLaren's, turns around, gets up, goes over. Regolo gets that there, and he gets wrapped up, and it'll go up for a ball.
That's a free kick.
Oh, it's free kick, so it must have been high on the player. Cramping up. I can't understand how players get a cramp at this end of this season. He's got it in his hammy, so he won't be doing any good. He's going to make him take it. So much about...
We can't stay on the field.
Yeah. Anyway, you stand up, you watch him twitch after he kicks this one. Bingo, there it goes. And it goes up in the full forward position, goes up in centre half forward, goes off, turns around, handle, goes out, uses the handball if he wants him, does, over it goes. Oh, that's got to be a trip. Legged him on the tackle through.
Yeah, no doubt about that one.
Got him, he had him, but he slipped down, slipped down and took his legs out, and over he went, and Daniel Marr has got another shot now. He handballed the last one off. This one's, he's a bit closer now. He's going to be in from probably 30. So he is closer, but he's directly in front. He needs to take this one and steady this. If he kicks this one, it's a real steadier 21-minute mark, so we're virtually heading into time on. Turns around, just needs to set himself. Goes off, kicks it. Umpire's not moving. He looks pretty happy. Wait for the indication. Signals the goal, so Ma gets his.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
On top of the ground, and they're 2 players down, and Myponga, well, they're struggling to run this one out. And Butcher back in the middle, gets a good tap over, only as far as Ellis, who gets a quick kick down here. Looking for Charla, running onto it. There is Daniels. He breaks a tackle. Handballs over to Gill. He'll run away here and run into an open goal. And he just rushed a little bit. He'd broken the tackle. I think he thought he had to kick it because he was being tackled. And, maybe that's that little bit of luck that Myponga need.
Yep, Hedger with the ball. Steps in and goes off. Drives this one straight up the centre. Up they go. Underneath. Myponga Kennedy tries to get it, comes out, goes over to handball, goes off quickly, goes around, now they're in tuck, it's out the back, Butcher gets to it, McLaren's come out, Green, he gets tackled as it rolls up, he turns around, gets over and gets onto it there.
Oh, he's going to pay holding the ball.
So you should. Like I said before, if you're going to get there, make an attempt. The players are not making an attempt, and therefore you need to. But unfortunately, shotgun's in front of us.
Yeah, he'll probably kick this one. 50 metres out.
Who knows?
He gets a chance to kick right through the ball.
And he's going to be short. Goes up and down. Comes out the front. Well, we've got the whistle.
A free kick to McLaren.
Going to get up. It's going to go to Laurie. Laurie's going to go back, so he'll get a relieving kick out. This is very important now. 23 minutes gone. Kicks out short, and he finds out. He dropped it though. Comes over. Ellis won't drop this one. He copped that one around the neck, and it hurt. That hurt. The Myponga player's got a dead arm by hitting him across the neck. Comes out and finds Redigolo. They'll just play keepies away here now.
I think that was Myponga's chance. They had to score from that one.
Comes back to Ellis again. Ellis gets it, turns around, goes off. He comes out wide now. Keepies off here. It's like playground football here now. Ma goes back and he finds this player back there in the back pocket, and See, that's the one that can come out to it. Comes straight out to though. Charla gets out. He gets the ball. Need to make an attempt.
Well, that should be holding the ball, shouldn't it?
He turned around, get out. His only hope he's got was the fact that it was under his legs. But you put your arms out and don't make an effort, you deserve to get pinged. So here it is, almost on the true wing position. Up they go. Ogilvy smashes it out, goes straight around here to Bollenhagen. He goes down, picks it all up, breaks it out, big body on him, goes out, finds Charla, Billy Charla. He gets slung around, turns around, he'll get the free kick back. He turns around, play on advantage, needs to hit a target area, and he does. And I think the umpire's going to call it back.
You paid 25.
So the ball goes all the way back. No 25, he just takes it back and no advantage. So, and he turns around, blows his whistle off and says, "Get behind your mark, please." Then you turn around and the player on the mark says, "That's dissension 25, we've got the ball." So the ball now comes up to the wing. Up they go. Can't get out to it there. Turns around. Myponga gets it. Redogolo gets him. He drags him back. And he turns around and couldn't get out of there. It was Ryan Kelly. Well, this is right into McLaren's one now. 25 minutes gone, last quarter. Up they go, puts it all out, comes around quickly. Down into here to Kennedy. Kennedy puts it all up. Out they come. Goes up on it. Butcher can't get to it. Comes back down. Over the back. Handball comes back out. Goes around to McLaren's. They slam it on there and Hopkins comes up there. Goes out there. Turn around. Whitford can't get away with it and wrapped up. It'll be another ball up on the true wing, and I reckon this is good enough for McLaren's now.
Oh, I reckon Myponga's out of time. They need to kick 3 goals to win this, and there's just no time left.
Up they go. Whitford gets it back down, comes back down around. Charla's underneath, snapped out of there by Myponga. They get it all up. Whistle's gone. They turn around. Kennedy's got down there rolling around, same as Proud, and we got a free kick to McLaren's.
I reckon they ran into each other then, Kennedy and Proud.
Turn around, they kick forward, finds it, he drops it, takes his eyevoss of that ball on Hagen, then goes off, but he makes it up for it, and he goes up to his player in there, in Leon Groves. Groves started to cramp up a bit too. He looks around, just put it deep into the pocket, off that goes, over the top, over to Ellis. Ellis is always steady, puts the ball out, under his player, bang, there it is, there's the spot you want, and Moyle's got it.
That's it.
Alex Moyle's got it, he's going to kick from 30. Well, he'll kick from 35.
McLaren into the grand final for 2023.
Will be now. It's nearly 27 minutes.
Looking to defend their title, and they're going to get the opportunity to.
Certainly have. Put it all up. Moyle goes off. The umpire's not moving. That's happy. That'll be go around. Wait for the signal. There's the goal.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
And of course, the worst thing that happened for today for Myponga Sellicks is all grades have lost the 3 they've had.
Yeah, we'll be playing again next week, so they'll get another chance at in the prelim final at Mount Compass next week. So that'll be where those Myponga sides need to go through if they want to have another crack at the teams that beat them today. And we're still here with seconds left in this one. And Ma, who's been good for McLaren, he gets the ball out, comes long, Spinks picks it up for Myponga. He's well tackled. Umpire gives him the benefit of the doubt there. And we're going to have a ball up here. Inside 50 for Myponga with, the stings out of this one now. The players will be looking to make sure they don't get injured for next week in this last little bit. And player well tackled there from McLaren.
Redogolo.
And he gets up. He's slow to give the ball back. Well. He's played a good game. And Laurie and Bollenhagen in this last quarter have been really good for McLaren. And there goes the siren. And McLaren will run out winners of this one. 11 goal 13, 79. Myponga 9 goal 5, 59. That's a 20-point margin to the McLaren Football Club. And they will be in the grand final, which will be in 2 weeks' time at the Wollonga Oval. And Myponga, they will have to do it the hard way. They will go to the preliminary final at Mount Compass next Saturday. Now, you got some goal scorers there, Trev?
Yep, they'll finish up having to play the winner of tomorrow's game, which is Victor Harbour and Wollonga, which should be another good one. Goal kickers for Myponga Sellicks: Sam Kennedy with 3, singles 2, John Butcher, Jaden Scott, Ryan Kelly, Jake Spence, Dylan Lang and Scott Ogilvie. For the victorious McLaren District side, we have 3 to Cody Ellison, 2 to Todd McKay, and singles then to Brett Ellis, Daniel Marr, Alex Moyle, Leon Groves, Matthew Merritt and Justin Bollenhagen. So that's it for here, the end of this one here. We've got the game again tomorrow at Gore to continue on with a round there with elimination for the losers there out. The rest go up through to the prelim final. So final wrap up here for the day's play. We have the winners in the Junior Colts McLaren Districts, the Senior Colts in Counter Bay, the reserves was Wollonga and the A's was McLaren Districts. Thank you for your attention. We hope you tune in tomorrow for our wrap up. Thank you once again, Ian, and to the rest of the staff. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round on air and YouTube.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.